This is the end of the webinar, and I promised at the end of the webinar that I'd give you a 10-minute talk on something that we've developed specifically for guides and lodges that can make your marketing life much easier. Now, when we developed this product, we kind of asked ourselves these questions, or we wanted to hit these points. And basically, we wanted to give you a decisive plan or a goal for each trade show you do, give you a track to run on, so that you can take advantage of all the leads and prospects that you can handle. We wanted to make a service or make your service or your lodge stand out from all the rest. How do we make you kind of look like that premier organization that really invests in their business, that's doing just really neat things for their clients and potential clients? We wanted a system that when you gave somebody something, they would feel it's a gift. It's just not a marketing piece. And I think we've accomplished that with what we're going to show you here in a second. Something that promotes your business through 3 different means of technology, and then sets up communication and follow-up on autopilot. Over the last 5 years, what I have been doing is I've been in the tech business, and we've been developing custom applications for mobile devices for a very varied amount of customers. We've done it for the restaurant industry. We worked with A&W. We've done mortgage companies. We've done bed and breakfasts. We've done all sorts of things. And about, 8 months ago, a friend of mine who's a guide wanted us to put together an app for him. And we started having a lot of fun with this. And that's what we're bringing to you today, is this completed project that we're extremely proud of, that works on Android phones, works on Windows phones, and works on Apple devices very, very nicely. So you're saying, well, why do I need an app? Well, apps are the way of the future. Apps are the way that people will start interacting more and more with the internet. Remember, 55% of all internet searches are done now on mobile devices, and most of them are done through using apps. And by the beginning of next year, 81% of all U.S. cell phone users will have smartphones. So it's an important thing to address. In regards to apps, if you don't have a mobile phone or a smartphone right now, most of us have anywhere between 40 and 80 apps on our phones. We use them on a daily basis. And they're just a way of doing business. And remember that a fluent middle-aged male, I guarantee you, is using a smartphone. That's the people that you want to reach with your application. So we have our trade show, and we have this application. And some people would then say, well, wait a minute, how am I going to get these people to download my app? It's just an advertisement that they're going to have on my phone that promotes my business. Well, most apps are like that, but this one is not. This one is actually a gift. Because if you download this application on your phone as a fisherman, you get a lot of useful tools that you'll use over and over and over again. People will not get rid of the application or your application on their phone. Let me explain. We have about 9 or 10 different screens, depending if you're a guide or a lodge, that we set up for you. And here's some of the little thumbnails. I'll go through them. First off, we put a home page, and this home page automatically comes up when somebody hits that little button. And this then is what they see. We create a hot button for the call us. So if they want to call you really quickly, all they do is hit call us, and the phone dials it for us. If they hit the share button, then they'll share your application with everybody that's on their Facebook page. And so your app can grow virally just by encouraging people, hey, you like the app? Yeah, well, why don't you share it? Well, how do I do that? Hit the share button and then hit Facebook, and it'll go to all of your Facebook friends. And again, that's how you can get the word out exponentially on this. There's also a More page. And in the More page, there's testimonials, there's videos. We can link it up to your YouTube channel, submitting photos, synopsis. I'll go through some of these in just a second. So on the front page, there's a button called Book a Trip. And if I wanted to book a trip with Jason, who's the guy that is with Hotline Guide Service, you go in here and you fill out your name, your telephone number, your email address, what you want to fish for, the date you want to fish, and hit submit. And Jason then is automatically emailed and gets a text message that this person wants to book a trip. And so it's a really great tool if somebody's out for lunch or running around and they go, I'm finally going to book that trip. They can do it right on their phone, and then you can contact them to get the information. Now, we also have the option of setting up credit card processing, and we can actually even take Visa, MasterCard, and Discover Card and American Express right on this application also. There's fishing reports. Now, you can update the fishing reports yourself. You can go into a website that we have, and on a weekly basis or even daily basis, you can go in there and type in how you did, what you were fishing for, what river you were fishing on, whatever the details were, and then this updates the app on a daily basis. It also updates your Facebook page for you automatically. When you do this, it's posted to everybody's phone, and so if somebody is curious about fishing Southeast Alaska and you've got a lodge up there and are updating this, they're going to go here periodically just to see how the fishing has been. There's something called Submit Photos. This is really, really powerful. When you have people in your boat or have people at your lodge and they're taking pictures with their phone, like most people do anymore, when they take a good picture, you might tell them right now, well, hey, will you send me those? Well, what's the chances they're really going to send you those photos? Some people will, but most of them won't. Well, the application that's on their phone they're using to take the pictures with has a function called Submit Photos. And they can hit that function on the app. All the photos come up that they've taken, and then by selecting them, they'll automatically email them to you. So you can use them on your website, on your gallery. There's all sorts of places that you can put those. There's also something called a Meet Me function. Now, for you guides that fish various rivers and bodies of water, and you're meeting people to pick them up at marinas or waysides or ramps and that sort of thing, we go in and we put in those ramps and marinas and waysides for you with GPS locations. And when somebody says, well, I don't know how to get to the Deschutes ramp, which in this case is that purple little pin there, well, all you say is go to my app, go to Meet Me, click on that purple pin, and then the phone will give you turn-by-turn directions from where you are. I'm in Eugene right now. That's why I got that Eugene blue button, all the way to, in this case, the Deschutes ramp that this guide can meet me at. Very, very powerful. How many times have you told somebody where you're going to meet them, and then they're 2 hours late because they went to the wrong place? There's also fishing regulations, and they're the full synopsis. We put in to your application every state that you fish in. Currently we have Alaska, Washington, Oregon, California, Idaho, and Florida in our app, and we're adding more and more as the days go on. And so no matter what state you're in, the synopsis will be there. In the state of Oregon, for instance, you hit the state of Oregon button, and then it says what unit are you in, Columbia unit, Willamette unit, that sort of thing. Hit that, and then that portion of the synopsis comes up. The same in Washington, same in Alaska, same in Idaho. It works all the same way. And we also help you build your email list. And you can go in and you can set up these different forms based on, well, you didn't sign up for our free trip at the Eugene show. It's now on your phone, and they can go in at their leisure and go, hey, I didn't sign up for that to win that free trip in Eugene. I'll put my name and information there. Now I can put them into my drawing, but I also have their name and email address, and I can start following up with that person, because at that point I think they're a prospect. And you can add those people to your email list, and then they can start getting your newsletters and emails. Now, here is the killer thing about having a particular app on people's phone. The FCC says that if you have an app on your phone, the owner of the app can send you something called push messages. Push messages are not email messages. They're not text messages. These messages come over the top of anything that the user of the phone is doing, and they're like a text message. They're very, very short. And in this case, we sent out this push message from Hotline Fishing. It says, hey, we're killing them on the Columbia. We have dates still available next week, right? That's all you need to say. The person on the left had the Hotline app open, and that's where that push message came from. This next person was looking at college football scores when that push message came in. The next person had their text message open on their phone, and that's when this message came over the top, and this person, their phone was just sitting on their desk and the text message came in over the top. Unlike an email that's only read 30% of the time, or a text message that is read about 80% of the time, these are read 100% of the time. Now, you don't want to misuse this, and you want to be very strategic and cautious as you send this out, and not send it out on a daily basis. I've even seen people that will send this out on an hourly basis, and people are just going, I'm going to unsubscribe to this thing, right? And they take the app off their phone. So be strategic. Use it, sparingly, because it's extremely powerful. So, in a nutshell, we design a custom app for you. It takes about 2.5 weeks for us to build that out. We build it out in Apple and on Android, and a version called HTML5, which is pretty much everything else. We link it to your Facebook page. We put in the hot buttons for call us and share us, and we put in all the tabs that we just talked about. If you were to come to my company and say, hey, Ted, I'd like you to develop out this app, we would charge you over $1,600 for something like this. We've built out apps before that are $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000. In this particular case, with the functionality that I just showed you, it'd be about a $1,600, $1,700 application. We'll also then go in and set up your QR codes for you. Now, of course, the QR codes can be set up for free on QR Stuff, but we'll do it for you, and we'll add some tricks that we know, such as how to set up a QR code that works both on Apple and on Android devices, so you don't have to have two QR codes. And so we set those up and we give those to you. We also right now include what we call the trade show package. And we'll have our designer design out a table sign for you, a flyer for you, and a business card. Now, you'll need to get them printed, but we'll design it out with the QR codes and set it up in such a way that it's a really good marketing piece. And then if you already have a Facebook page, we'll provide you with a Facebook page facelift. Or if you don't have a Facebook page, we'll set one up for you, because the app and the Facebook pages can communicate back and forth very nicely. In addition, we'll pre-write 12 emails that can be sent out to your potential clients or prospects that you get at your trade shows. And we'll set up the MailChimp for you and set up and monitor that and send those out on a monthly basis, so that you don't have to. As you get into the busy season, you're still communicating with those people that you got leads. We'll do it on an autopilot basis, and we'll even give you a lead capture system for your website where you can give it to your web person, and then they can install it, and you can offer your newsletter or giveaways and create the database from there. The other thing I'll personally do is I'll do a complete top-to-bottom website review. I'll go through all the pages on your website, your links, and I will give you ideas on how to set up the page a little differently to take advantage of some of the traffic that the app is going to send you, and just how to monetize your website a little bit better, so that your web guy can go in and make some changes and you can get some better results out of your current website. The trade show package alone, if I was to do that for you, would be $997. Now, with a mobile device, there's also hosting, just like there is on a website, and we offer two versions. We offer a basic version and a deluxe version. The basic version, we give you unlimited email and phone support, unlimited push messaging, those are those messages that go out, and we give you access to the dashboard where you can go in and add your own content, add your messages, update your photos. There's lots of things that you can do in there, and that's $97 a month for the basic. Now, we have a package coming up I think you'll be blown away at and what we're offering to you right now. But that basic plan is $97, typical retail. The deluxe plan is really where we do it for you. We go in and we update your phishing reports for you. We send out your push messages. We update your Facebook. We do your newsletters. In other industries that I'm involved in, we charge as much as $300-400 for something like the deluxe plan. Our plan is $197 for that. The value of this package, if you take into consideration the cost of the mobile application, the trade show marketing package, 4 months of the deluxe service, is $3,480. And that's a value all in itself. But what we're offering to the first 30 guides, and right now we only have 20 of these packages available at this price. We're offering it to you for a one-time payment of $997 or 4 monthly payments of $297. This is about a $2,500 savings. Then what we're going to do is we're going to offer then the monthly support package. We'll offer the deluxe package instead of at $197 a month. Starting in the 4th month, because remember you got 4 months of that with the package, we'll offer it to you for $79 a month. We'll do all of the fishing reports, push messaging, Facebooks, and newsletters. You will have input into all of that, and we don't send out anything without your approval, but we're offering our services to do that. And again, this is only for the first 30 guides and lodges that they'll get all these packages for this price. So the way that you can take advantage of this offer is you can go back to our website where you signed up for the webinar at marketingforguides.com. And if you scroll down, you'll see a $sign and it says click here. If you click there, you'll be taken to another page where this offer is reiterated. And then you can select either option 1, which is the 4 monthly payments of $297, or the option number 2 for $997 for the full amount. I'm hearing some dings. It sounds like some of you are signing up as we speak. And thank you so much for that. When you go there, you can hit the select button, and then it takes you to a fully encrypted site where it's going to ask for your credit card, and it's all secure, and everything will be set up, after which within about 24 hours you'll get a phone call directly from me that will go through a consultation and start with the setup of your site. So anyway, I want to thank you again so much for attending this webinar today. My direct telephone number is 503-380-8012 if you want to reach me. My email address is also here. We're a Eugene-based company. We've been around for quite some time. We support hundreds of these applications. We have a graphic designer and a web designer on staff full-time with us, and myself who manages everything. I think you'll be very, very impressed if we can do business with you. Looking forward to that. Again, I'll be watching my email. If you have any questions or concerns as this afternoon goes on, please feel free to reach out at any time, even after today, and I'll be glad to answer those questions for you. Have a great day.